So it was my first love. He's Puerto Rican. I don't like to say half because you're not half anything. You're a full body human. And we had decided to go to a trip to Puerto Rico where his family's from. And so we were very excited. We saved up money. I asked my mom for money. It was great. And we go to Puerto Rico. We're taking all these photos. And, I was 21 at the time and he was 23. And so we were very young and in love and, experimenting sexually. It was great. And then we get there. Okay, not that crazy, just like missionary. So we get to Puerto Rico, and it's really nice at first. We go drinking because we're like, we can drink here. I was 21, so it didn't really matter, but I thought that was an extra bonus that we could drink in another country. So we go to Puerto Rico, and it's really fun at first, but then I'm kind of annoyed with him. He'll be really nice and very friendly and affectionate, and I'm just I kind of want to go take a long walk by myself on the beach right now, and I don't know why, but I have to do this. So every so often we would be together, and it's I would just be oh, I kind of want to do my own thing. I remember I was getting food for him once, and supposed to be 30 minutes, and I took 2 hours just wandering the streets, taking photos. And I come back, and he's mad at me because I'm basically having this vacation by myself. So that happened. Sex is interspersed throughout this a little bit. Anyway, so we get to a point where we're in Old San Juan. There's El Morro, which is a citadel. And El Morro actually in English is promontory, which is basically a large piece of land jutting out into the water. Yes, I did Google that before I came here. And we got into this climactic fight, and it was just there was wind blowing, and we were just arguing at each other, and it was just so romantic, but also there was caves, and and we would just weave in and out of these caves, and I was still trying to take photos because we were on vacation. I was like, babe, I know you're mad at me, but you look amazing right now in this light. So that kind of went to a head, and after we got home, I broke up with him at his family home where we had developed our relationship. Basically, we spent most of our time there, and his grandma was looking at us from inside the house when I was breaking up with him. His grandma was weirdly involved in our relationship. We would just every time I would come over, he'd be you want to say hi to my grandma? And I was okay. So we would hang out with his grandma a lot, and she's a really nice lady, but anyways, she's not really a main figure in this story. Love you, Tata. She's still alive. I don't know why I went like that. So I broke up with him, and he was really sad, and I was really sad, and he was crying, and I wasn't crying. And then finally, he kept saying to me, he's what happened in Puerto Rico? What happened in Puerto Rico? And I was I don't know. And a part of me feels it's because when you're in a relationship with someone, especially when it's your first intimate relationship, it becomes this sort of dance between wanting to know who you are and wanting to almost be the person you're in love with and please them. And that, to me, was kind of an isolating experience. And I still needed to find myself and do things for myself. I supported him so much that I forgot to support myself. So that relationship was beautiful because I feel everyone should have that experience of being in love. But I feel everyone should also have the experience of knowing who they are And in the process, you kind of need to be a little lost. So when he asked me what happened in Puerto Rico, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Thank you.